Grant Horvat. Grant Horvat. I want to talk about Grant Horvat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If you can get the tune of that song, you're a real one. All right, 2025 kicking off with a bang. Obviously, there's been lots of announcements. There's been lots of like official things that Grant has done. And I want to talk about them because there's a couple things that aren't official that y'all have been asking me about. So let's jump right into it. Number one, let's just go over this. 1.7 million views in 7 days on the Tiger lesson. Now, obviously, there is a slight bit of controversy for some, I'm going to go ahead and say it, losers who were upset about this video. Not really upset about this video, but just commenting. Grant talking about running back 18-hole match, still recovering. That was really the pushback. I talked about it in the video, which is people were kind of upset that it wasn't an 18-hole video. But by people, I mean a very small amount. Still 1.7 million people watched it. And that led to Grant Horvat hitting 1 million subscribers. He posted a very cute little reaction video on his Instagram the other day of him hitting 1.5 million, or 1 million, giving Skylar a little dap up and then giving his wife a little hug. It was very cute and it was nice. And he's one of the, three? Well, no, there's teaching YouTube golf channels as well, but I think he's one of the 3 play golf channels that has reached that milestone. It's like him, Rick Shields, and Good. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 more. Anyway, off the top of my head, that's very cool. Rory McIlroy was the next one that came out. That video, he just went ahead and like preempted the whole "this is an 18-hole match" thing. Pin comment, thanks for 1 million subscribers. We have some 18-hole videos coming very soon with the best players in the world. So a lot of people knew when he posted this on Instagram. A lot of the comments of him teasing this were it was going to be something similar to what came out with Tiger, and that was definitely the case. It was, them hitting bombs and drive. It was a 16-minute long video using the new driver. I think this might be like a little bit of an early call. I think this might be the last year we see Grant accept this from TaylorMade. I don't even think that's an early call. I think that's going to be facts. I think this is the last year where Grant agrees to do these type of videos for TaylorMade. I think the reason why he agreed to it this year is because he got Rory, who he didn't get last year. He got Tiger, who's Tiger, and maybe he got Scotty. Maybe there's another one coming. I would accept another 16-minute, fluff video with Scotty. I don't think Grant will agree to do this again because, really, what is he going to do? The same videos over and over again? This, no offense, is the exact same video Mike had put out last year. It's basically like Rory hitting his driver. Wow, he hits it so far. It's cool. I'm not trashing on it. And I think it's the best thing Grant could have done given the constraints he had. But why I'm saying this is I don't think Grant is going to agree to these constraints in the future. I think it's going to be, if I can't get, a 9-hole, 18-hole match, I'm not going to do it. Maybe it'll be like a vlog or something like that. But he doesn't need TaylorMade Media Day really after this. This is pretty much the most he can get out of TaylorMade Media Day. From now on, it's using his connections, whether it's through TaylorMade or just the ones he's made with these guys' teams, to get them on for 18-hole matches. So we'll see. I think he's definitely going to run the gamut. I said early call that I think in the next year to 2 years, he's going to have all 3 of these guys, Scotty, Rory, and Tiger, 18-hole match on their channel, on his channel. Tiger's the one that's probably the most egregious to say that about because he doesn't even play 18 holes when he plays professional golf right now. So, we'll see. Maybe Charlie to start. But I do think Grant at least will have the best opportunity to get those guys. But a couple things that aren't so obvious. Number one, this is just a quick shout out. View stats showing him over the last 28 days, up 3.9 million views. If we go to his year, he just doubled everything. He was up 250,000 subscribers from the year prior with a total gain of 461,000. And he was up 38, close to 40 million views. Again, doubled up. That means that's double the year before because he tailed it out with 76.91 million views. This estimated revenue is so far off, you can't even believe it. I would bet this guy's probably getting per 1,000 views at least 15 to 20 bucks per 1,000 views. So just go ahead and do that math and see how much 76.91 million views made Grant this year. I made a video how much Grant Horvat makes. I should make another video how much Grant Horvat makes, just updating that number. But really, if you want to do the math, you can. This guy had an absolutely killer year. I'm so proud of him. Hitting 1 million, so cool. Now, the thing everyone wants to talk about right here, this clip right here. Oh, look at that. What's that? What's that in Grant Horvat's hand? That is a lab putter, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is I don't know. I kind of thought this was very obvious coming. I think a lot of you saw it. but a lot of you maybe didn't, because I forget that not everyone is as much of a YouTube nerd as I am, and they might not have seen this coming. Grant Horvat, Lab, it's going to be like a quiet partnership. Like, he's holding it in this video, he's putting with it, he posted it on his Instagram story the other day. It was like choices. I don't think it's still there. I think that was like a couple, yeah, no, his story's not still there, but it was like choices or something like that, and it was him holding like, or him with a bag of like 4 different Lab putters, one that was like had his GH stamp on it. But it's like the most obvious thing ever. Like, him and Brian Bros, pretty much now, if one of them gets a brand deal, the other one's going to get the brand deal, or like there's going to be some synergy between it. It's like the chomps, beef sticks, and all these like random things. So this was very writing on the wall, but like, it also just goes to show how Grant is just dominating right now. Like, he has, I'm pretty sure, the only split bag deal between 2 club manufacturers. Now, granted, he's an owner. I mean, Wesley also, I don't think he has a club deal with any of the others though, but he has non-Tacoma woods and drivers. But I don't think he's necessarily sponsored by the other brands. I could be wrong, but he's also a pro golfer on the PGA Tour. Grant is definitely the only YouTuber that I'm aware of that has a split bag deal where TaylorMade has agreed to let him only play the woods. Not even, oh no, he's still playing the golf ball, I think. The woods and the golf ball. But then he's playing a completely different brand that he's now an owner in. So he's an owner in Tacoma, sponsored by TaylorMade and sponsored by Lab, which is a putter company. And TaylorMade also makes putters. And I'm sure Tacoma probably wants to make putters too, but nevertheless. All right, sorry about that. My camera just died, but this is my iPhone. And because now I'm recording on a mic, I can do this. And I low-key think this might look better. So comment down below, does this look better than my actual camera in this room, in this lighting? I don't know. The way I'm seeing it, it might. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to where we're talking. Lab Golf obviously is a company that, you know, is gotten into the YouTube golf scene like nuts. So Grant being able to have them as well, I do think it's going to be a bit more of a quiet partnership, meaning I feel like Grant is going to be using the putter, but like there wasn't some big over-the-top announcement. Just like when he, you know, did a brand deal with Chomps beef sticks, there wasn't some big announcement. Like, Grant is at a level now where like, even in order for him to get like, there's like, okay, let me see how I can word this. This is me assuming, but I know this is also real. This is me assuming that this is the case with Grant, but I know this is real in partnerships and sponsorships. There's like premier partners, and then there's like assistant partners, you know? So like, when a pro golfer has Titleist on their hat and they're sponsored by Titleist, but they still have like MasterCard on their like left shoulder, the MasterCard partnership is probably paying far less and is less, you know, requires less of them than the Titleist sponsorship. It's the same thing with this, like the TaylorMade partnership, the Primo, now ownership partnership, Tacoma ownership partnership. Those are all bigger things that are probably more lucrative and probably have more asks and requirements out of Grant. Whereas like Lab, I'm probably assuming it's just like, hey, we're just going to pay you to use the putter. You don't even have to talk about it. You don't have to do an announcement. We want you using our putter because so many people watch you play golf. So I think that's going to be more of a quiet partnership. But anyways, guys, I think that's kind of it for this year's, the like January throwout of announcements. I don't think there's anything more coming for Grant. I think there's going to be, I think there's a chance we see like a 18 hole match with one of these, with Rory or Scotty maybe in the next like 6 months. The Tiger one's egregious, but maybe in the next 2 years. But I don't really think there's going to be a ton more coming out from TaylorMade. Again, I think maybe a Scotty one. He's already done Colin. He played full 18 holes with Colin this year, so that doesn't make sense. He's done Fleetwood stuff. I don't think that would make sense. Like, if you go look at last year, like he had all those guys on for like the short little TaylorMade things. I don't think he's going to rinse and repeat all the same people. Like, everyone he's had on this year has been different. Like last year, Colin. Last year was Nelly. Last year was Tommy. This year is different. He has different people in it that he didn't have the year before. So, well, I'm interested to see where all this goes, but I just had to give you guys that little update. A lot of people were asking. I mean, it's really, you know, the Grant Horvat show at the moment. But also, like, small shout out to Brian Bros. You guys know I love them. They're really just like also Grant Horvat now. Like, everything Grant Horvat can do, Brian Bros are doing pretty much as well. He's so involved in all their content. I like this 25-man knockout video quite a lot. I like competitive golf, so it was cool to see some collegiate golfers. Obviously, the collab with Phil. I'll be interested to see what they pull out this year. But anyways, guys, that's just a short little update video. If there's anything else you want me to talk about, comment it down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.